Okay, so today's video I'm going to show you how I'm cleaning one of those keyboards here. It's not a mechanical one. Yes, it's not more in the best shape. It's about 7 years old so far. Been through quite some beating, like on the spacebar here, but the rest is still in good shape. Works great. But yeah, today I'm going to show you how I'm going to clean this. Let's first shut it off, of course. And this mouse here, also quite some beating on it. Chrome's quite faded there, but still works great for daily use, for gaming and everything else. And also this mousepad here. I'm going to show you how I clean all of this, and also a couple tricks which I've learned over the years, which makes it all much easier to do it. So as first, shut off everything first. So as first, we're going to take on this keyboard. After I'm done with those, I'm going to show you also how to do one of those. This is one like a old scare. This is also one of spare keyboards of mine, which I used, which most times laying over in a corner, my house next to my consoles, basically. Yeah, used it like a year or so ago to log in. It's like a 2008 Lenovo. Maybe there's even, yep, was right. 2008. Pretty old thing, yeah. I wanted to show you how I'm cleaning this too, just quickly afterwards. But yeah, no disclaimer, not much too good with those keyboards because I haven't touched one of those like in ages, like about the cleaning thing. Like, yeah, you can take out the keys and stuff, but yeah, this isn't like about this one of those completely typically. In this video it's more about one of those not mechanical. This one from Rapu and my Logitech MX. So first I'm going to do is nail brush. Yep, I'm using those a lot. So you gotta say it should be firm, but not too rough. Because you could damage it. So first, just go over it. There's a gap. Go over it. Then up there. Yeah, it's quite dusty up there. It's actually a touchpad. Good. Almost done. Can was a better blow that with some compressed air. Yeah, there's still some here and there. Can actually go over it, like make it perfect, or just like leave it like that, because it's like it's basically like a basic like quick cleaning. And also I'm not even sure if you could take this one apart. Yeah, that'll do, I guess. Yeah, there's a ton of good coming out, no wonder. So, next step, cleaning part. You can take out the batteries. You don't have to, if it has batteries. Next part is basically take a microfiber cloth. Best would be like something a little bit rougher, like a little bit older and used. Take some window cleaner, nice and wet. Also, times right now and everything. Can also go with some. I'm going to use some hand sanitizer. Just spray a little bit onto it. Just going to have it moistured, and yeah, don't want to have everything leaking into it. So. Kind of looks like it has like some slight patina effect almost over the years, but doesn't bother me too much. Never seen it like in like that good light. Yeah, it's slightly scratched. Yep, looks a lot better than before. Yeah, it would look much better if it was almost brand new, so one would say. Compared for its age and probably, yeah, like 10-hour use a day or 12 hours use often a day for work, editing, gaming and everything, like still holds up pretty well. I've seen worse. Good, let's turn it on. The light blinks, good. Yep, so well, this one is done. There will be actually an additional part to this one and the mouse, which I show you that everything's working. But yeah, that'll be in a moment after I've done the mouse. Now we're coming to this Mousepad. But yeah, also I forgot one thing. I'm going to add that later on. So. Start with the mouse first. Check that it's off. Yeah. Also use up coil as well. Still working great. One thing I love about this style, which I didn't even knew, like a fun fact, they introduced the Performance MX back in 2009, like this model. I was like, what? Yep, it's that old already. But this one isn't like from 2009, it's from around 2015. It's worn down pretty good. Shame that I can't rebuild that one. That would be cool. I guess this one is too far gone. Also about the parts. That would be a little bit ridiculous. So basically same with the mouse, with the keyboard I mean. So looks a lot better for a very beat up one. But hey, even if it's beat up, at least it's clean right now. Good. It's clean. On, also fully charged. Also, one thing. Sometimes when mouse, no matter if it's a dark laser or normal one, isn't really working right, you should take a Q-tip and just like go a little bit over like the surface, just gently over it, and yeah, maybe with both sides, because sometimes there's like some dirt or slight debris on it, and just, well, it won't work right. That's what I tried to say. Anyways, this is that. On. Works. Yep. But I'm going to show that the working part in a moment. Also, about the Mousepad. I've had a lot of experience with those Mousepads. They're pretty good. They're like some synthetic leather, some silicone. They're pretty good, but there's one problem about cleaning them. So I've been cleaning those same way like mouse and keyboard with window cleaner, because also like often there's like some debris, or like you spill something onto them, or pour the glass or so onto them, and yeah, what are you doing? You clean them whether with water and soap, or with like some window cleaner, which I've done a lot of time. The problem is the surface gets so dry, and also like kind of a little bit not really sticky, but it's kind of like this silicone pad under here. It's like it has too much grip, and when you try to move the mouse over it, and it won't glide slightly, but it's like, it's kind of like trying to drive a car when you've got the emergency brake / park brake fully on, fully pulled. Yep, that's pretty annoying while gaming, and I actually found a little trick out. So as first, I'm going to clean that, and then I show you. So same thing here. The best method is like same with like the keyboard. Just go off, but also there's a little step in between. So I'm doing this, then I'm just going to wash it off with some warm water. So there won't be anything on there. This is just like to get like something like fat, residue, dirt off, like most. Wash it off, and afterwards going to give a nice dry, and yeah. So be right back. Okay, so I'm back. That thing. So as first, dry it off, and then you will probably notice what I mean when I show you. So it's perfectly clean, but there's one problem, one big problem. So you're using the mouse, you see there's no lubrication, no nothing in between. It's pretty, it's what can you say, a little bit too clean. So how do I fix that? It's pretty easy. Will only take you a moment. So I'm just using some WD-40. Now here it comes. So just use some WD-40. You can actually spray it onto it or put it onto a microfiber towel. I guess I'm going to spray some just on it. Don't need too much though. Then let's go over the whole surface. Get in a little bit. Then wipe the rest of it off. Now use the mouse. Glides a lot better. Basically it's almost flying compared to before. No grinding, no nothing anymore. Just it glides and it's smooth. So yep, that's about that. And now here's another trick with the WD-40. So I recently managed to spill something again. Like I was like, oh god. And I was lucky actually, but there was one problem. I got something in here, like a little bit of juice, and yep, basically that button one was almost like glued shut. the other one, or nah, I guess this one was almost glued shut. This one was barely moving. I was like, oh god, yeah. And me, someone who's doing a lot of edits for work and everything, it's pretty annoying, and I need that stuff. So I was like, okay, time for a new mouse. Or is it? Well, found out. What can you do? Just take some WD-40, spray a little bit here, just a tiny bit, like let's say a tiny bit, like this here, like just like this, just like even a little bit less, like that, and then just like around here, like spray it like around here, like, but just like as less as possible, like less is better, you could say, like just a little bit, apply it a couple times, press it until it loosens up. It might take a little while, could be like yeah, just apply it and like use it, it's a good way. Maybe just jam it like a little bit harder as first until it moves, and then when it's getting worked in, it's starting to work sooner or later. And yeah, if you need more, just apply some more WD-40, and sooner or later it will work as freely as before, like that was, yeah, never the case. So the same with that WD-40 also works for the keyboard. Give me a second, I'm going to put those aside. So I had with this keyboard, I had the very same problem with the control button. What happened? Spilled a little bit of tea, it got into it, and it was such sweet tea. So I came back like an hour later after taking a break. What was? That thing was completely, it was stuck. I was like, hold on a second, did someone made a prank or something? A really stupid prank, and put like some glue into it, but then I discovered there was a drop, and yeah, it was tea. I was like, oh god. So what did I do? I was like, crap. What now? Well, what can I say? If it's like at this point, then well, start doing some experiment, and that was like, I don't know, like 4 years or so ago. So what did I do? Was like, well, couldn't get any worse. Took some WD-40, sprayed some onto this key, yeah, like a little bit, I'd say not even like too much or too little, but like around here and there and around there, like no, just a little bit, just like little dots, like I've showed you there. So what happened? As first I had to really mash it in. It was like, I'm just showing like this, like it was like really hard, and then like after like I guess like 5 minutes or so, like of just jamming it, got looser and looser, and since then like it's just like same like every other key again. Yep. Well, WD-40. One big thing I can tell you, yeah, same like with not only this, but also with gamepads, even like with remote controls, my PS4 and my Xbox 360 gamepad, even PS3, PS2. I've used, yeah, that trick, like with buttons. But there's one thing you should avoid is using WD-40 on a mouse. Like on the front buttons, like let's see, like the left or right button. If one of those gets stuck, then or something, you better, I can say, you better take it apart. Like if it's the side button in the back, just use like a little bit of WD-40 classic, and maybe afterwards some silicone spray onto it, but don't use it on the front. I actually have experience. Why do you think? This keyboard actually had once a mouse with it, and I actually managed to destroy the laser of that. Yeah. So basically, a key got stuck. I was like, let's just spray some WD-40 on it because it worked on the keyboard. What is? Managed to break the mouse. well, got something on the laser and basically laser burns through. I was like, oh god. Yep, and then I bought that one, yeah. A mouse there, and that was like back in 2015. Yep. So yeah, if one of the like front keys is stuck, then you better take it apart and clean it. Anyways, this is that. So now the last part of this video is I'm going to show you how I'm doing this on like just a quick cleaning on one of those. And about those, I don't really have any experience anymore about cleaning those, because the last one which I've really cleaned, like deep cleaned, was like over a decade ago. Back then when, back then when still flip phones were around. Yes, I'm that old. Yep. I still remember when flip phones were cool. So, how do we attempt this one here? First, let's say maybe nail brush. Yeah, I guess this one would do too. Maybe better at least to remove all the dust. Good. Yeah, looks, let's say, a lot better. Yep. Oh yeah, right, the back side. Also some dust. Anyways, this is that. It looks decent. It's not perfectly clean, but it's compared to before, it's decent. So this was almost pretty much it. I'm going to show you now over at the that everything works. We're back now in my room. Well, time to check the mouse and keyboard. And so far, you could see I actually tested a couple things and used it. Works great. Here also the demonstration. As it's still the old keyboard, nothing has changed. Same with the mouse. So yeah. Let's just go through like with the keys. Bruh. I actually noticed it, you couldn't even see that. I was writing up there. I don't know whether my camera was sagging or not. I was there. That's all the button mashing. Let's get this old thing away. Put on the usual one. And yeah, just for good measures. I love how silent this is. Yep. Yep. Anyways, that's it. Yeah. Hope you had fun and learned something about not only cleaning but also like the advice that I give you with the WD-40 and the other stuff. But anyways, this is pretty much it. So anyways, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I see you all next time on Random Fixes and Restorations.